Hopefully this works. But basically, um, some new Star Wars content has been released, and that Star Wars content is, of course, Star Wars Visions. Now, of course, you're probably wondering, what the hell is Star Wars Visions, or what is this whole thing about? Well, basically, you see here, Star Wars Visions is the most recent Star Wars content that has been put to the Disney Plus streaming service. That's pretty much what new Star Wars content has pretty much been on. It's been on Disney Plus. And basically, to put this in short, it's these 9 short stories, but they're anime basically. It's Star Wars anime practically. That's about, I think, what practically a lot of people had called it for a while now. So that's what we're probably gonna call it here too. But basically, Star Wars Visions. I've seen all the episodes. It took me a while to watch them all. And I gotta say, for the most part, it is a pretty good series. Now, of course, when it comes to, when it comes to really the anime, just gonna go up to the limb here and say I'm not much of an anime fan, all that sort of stuff. And definitely it was a really interesting experience sort of for me, or for this type of animation. Don't get me wrong, love animation, love like animated series and all that sort of stuff. Of course, you grow up on cartoons and whatnot, sort of have you, and all that sort of stuff. But, really gotta say though, Star Wars Visions though, it's really kind of my first experience to the animation, because, it's weird because, like, I've experienced Dragon Ball and I experienced a few Marvel animes too, which most of them were bad. Yeah, some bad writing and some bad dialogue, English dubs and all that, sort of stuff. And unfortunately, this show kind of suffers the same fate. Well, sometimes, but sometimes it's kind of it's kind of good, and all that sort of stuff. But basically, though, this show, like I said, it's non-canon. Basically, doesn't follow any storyline that Star Wars is trying to do, which is, of course, like stuff like doesn't follow anything for Mandalorian or anything like that. It's just its own show. It's its own thing and whatnot, sort of have you. So this is something that I can get behind around, because I've been kind of exhausted really with the newer Star Wars content. Well, Bad Batch is, I don't know, I'm still really on edge with Bad Batch and all that sort of stuff. So I have something on my lip. God, I thought I had something. I just had to check the thing right there. But basically, though, Star Wars Visions, like I said before, for the most part, I enjoyed almost all of the, episodes that were presented to us. I don't really have any episodes here, but, I really don't have the episode list, but I have a ranking of them, and for the most part, the one episode that I disliked the most was the second episode, which, ironically enough, is the episode where Boba Fett appears, and it's the only Star Wars story out of all Star Wars Visions could possibly work into canon, but you probably have to change some stuff here and there. Basically, it's about a Jedi Padawan becomes a rock star, and there's also like this Hutt that doesn't want to be part of the Hutt crime syndicate, and basically Boba Fett Jabba sends out Boba Fett to get this guy, and all that sort of stuff. And they had to perform a rock concert in front of the arena, or like the grandstands, where Anakin had which the pod race was taking place in episode 1. So I thought that was pretty cool. And like I said, the animation's really good in a lot of these episodes and all that sort of stuff. I'm trying to point out the ones that really stick out to my mind. The Ronin one definitely stuck out to me. The Ninth Jedi also stuck out to me. There's also the one with Ocha or something like that. It was the 8th episode where there were 2 sisters. One was a human, one's an alien, and they're trying to fight over like the rule of the city and all that sort of stuff from the Empire. And then there's also one where basically, and there's also an episode where the Clankers show up. Yeah, pretty good to see the Clankers. And pretty much anytime I see recurring, Star Wars characters or things from Star Wars, it makes me happy. It's cool. Like, hey, yeah, I know that. Know that sort of stuff. But yeah, though. But like I said, a few things that stood out to me were definitely the Ronin one with the like umbrella lightsaber. There was also the one where like a droid becomes a Jedi, which that's interesting. Also too. There's also the one where in the Ninth Jedi, it introduced a concept in which where basically anytime or any Force user, anytime they use a saber, it changes into like and it changes color. Like for example, which if I were to pick up a lightsaber, let's say my color would be blue, but if someone else were to pick up the saber, it would maybe be red or purple or green, or whatever, all that sort of stuff. Like the four ones that are common in lightsabers, the special ones are of course like Ahsoka's, and of course like Rey's, and all that, sort of stuff, and whatnot, sort of have you. So, definitely for sure. Like I said, I really like Star Wars Visions, overall, and whatnot, sort of have you. And I would like to see a canon story done in this art style or in one of the art styles. I really feel like the Lucasfilm is probably gonna continue this or try to really like say, okay, which one should we go with and all that sort of stuff. And I just also gotta say, this is the most exciting Star Wars animation I've been involved in ever since probably maybe the Clone Wars. Probably, yeah, and I just got to go out on a limb here and say that I just have not enjoyed, of course, any of the newer Star Wars animation projects. Didn't enjoy Rebels. Fuck Resistance. Bad Batch. Goddamn, that show nearly broke me. I swear. But this one though was pretty cool though, and I mean, and I really gotta say that it's kind of getting me hyped up more to see some Star Wars stuff. And now, of course, Star Wars is gonna have a pretty big year next year, but I mean, of course, Marvel might overshadow them, of course, with 4 movies, multiple shows, with all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I would like to see some more stories done in this style of animation. Definitely more Star Wars anime. Give me more Star Wars anime. Whatnot, sort of have you. Now, what was the reason for me taking this video to go out? There really is no particular reason, but to kind of talk to you about what the schedule is going to look out here. But basically, the schedule should look like, was going to make a video regarding the Spider-Man stuff, regarding the legal battles between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, but I'm not really going to do that because I'm not really worried about it much anymore, but I'm still vigilant. Probably maybe expect the Venom review, the first movie. I'm going to talk about the first Venom movie. I'm probably going to be talking about that probably probably, I want to say Tuesday or maybe tomorrow. I don't really know. But expect the Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage review on Friday, to say the least. And then from that point onwards, my whole review on the whole season of Marvel What If will also come next Wednesday too, definitely for sure. And from that point onwards, I really don't know. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. But basically, though, that's what I have to say about Star Wars Visions overall. Really liked it a lot. Want to see more of it. And like I said, hype for Star Wars has been kind of dry. And that video was really important for me to make. So don't think I was trying to just hate on anyone. Well, I was, of course, pointing out the bullshit of Fandom Menace and all that sort of stuff. Which I got an idea for another video in regards to maybe discussing about a channel I may have problems with. Yeah, I'm turning into an SML problem sort of channel. I don't know, maybe I'll actually get views. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Know it's been a while. But basically, we'll see you in the next one, hopefully pretty soon.